Welcome in Motor Mike for Vacation Trucker, and we're going to show you something that a classy trucker drives today. A very classy trucker. This is a brand new 2026 Grand Star, and this comes from the Newmar lineup, and we are very excited because Newmar makes great products. We're a Newmar dealer, and so this is the first time they've made this series in the S2 chassis. So we're going to look it over today because I think there's about 30 of them in the country right now. And Newmar only makes about 1,700 a year, period, gas and diesel. So they don't make a whole lot. So this is a new series they just introduced. This is our first one. It's 34 feet. So if you can kind of scale back there, this is something that is very attractive. As you're out driving it, it's 34 feet, 10 inches. So as far as maneuverability, getting into parks, I must say that 34 is a nice size. Now, one of the things in motorhomes is getting it serviced. Class A diesel, Class A gas is very tough to get serviced. So obviously you can pull into a Freightliner, pull the hood. If you have a problem, they can service that. 360 horse. This has 12,000 pounds of tow. And solid Alcoa aluminum wheels. These are not simulators. So this is one of the nice features. Once you get into a rig like this, you start getting into the features. Now, once we move inside, we'll obviously show the features on the inside. But one of the things that a lot of people bring their tape measures. This has been selling for 12 years. People love tape measures. And there's a reason why. There's different things that you're going to have to contend with. Now, to climb in this thing, it's not going to be the easiest. So that first step is 17 inches. So if you have a problem, knee replacement, hip replacement, and you're climbing up in this thing, I mean, you have to take account that getting in is actually not too bad, but getting out is a little tricky. The step is pretty narrow. There's not a lot to put your foot on. Being younger, I don't think anything about it, but if you're older, listen, getting out and putting your foot down, I mean, you just have to be careful. So you put your foot, so getting out is definitely a lot trickier than getting in. And once again, the step tread, you're 17 inches to the top. The second one is 12 inches, and then of course it gets better after that. So one thing to consider. Also, people want to know when they get in, their chairs, people take all kinds of different things. So let's measure it out. So compartment, let's call it 33 inches. 33 by 30. Those two compartments. Outside entertainment. Of course, you have the awning. Now I do like this. This has the, my tape measure. I don't think it's going to work here. But it has the lights in the tube. The one thing I do like about that is I was camping out at Salt Fork, and those are directional, so you actually can point the tube in or you can point it out. So my kids were out in the field at night. They're playing football. I can't remember what they were doing, kickball. And so I turned and pointed out into the field, and it was unreal how much light was cast out into the field so they could play. So that actually is a neat feature on those directional lights on the awning. So two compartments, good storage. This is for the in-house vacuum. That's the parts and accessories. You have some tile in case you break one on the inside. They send you some extra tile there. So that's something to consider. Door size. This looks like a pretty average size. We'll just go from corner to corner. So 26 inches, so good size. That does matter. Georgetown does a good job of making an oversized door, so when you're walking in, you're not turning. This one's average, 3-step, so nice, easy tread in. So if that's too steep, getting in and out of the cab, then you can just obviously enter in midship because that's a lot easier. The tread pattern's a lot easier for somebody that has knee replacement or hip surgery or has a problem stepping up. Once again, another compartment, same size. There's your in-house dirt devil in case you got to change the bag. The dirt goes everywhere when you're changing out the bag. It's on the outside of the coach. You don't have to worry about that. 275/80, 22.5. So good meaty tire. This compartment, water. So easily get to the water compartment. Once again, this is one of these Newmar features. Very few manufacturers do this. The slide is smooth versus overlapping with the bulb. This is a big boy Newmar feature, and it's nice. Gives it a sleeker look. You don't have as much wind noise, water coming in. Battery compartment, a little bit of storage here. They actually give you a ball. This is a Gen Y, which one of the first I've seen with this system. It's a Gen Y, so you can throw that in. Got two different sizes. Molded back cap, integrated, not just a sheet of fiberglass with some lights stuck on it. Integrated back cap, integrated backup camera, jealousy windows, 12,000-pound tow. Little storage here. This is the dump station. But just to give you an idea, you basically have, we'll call it 16 inches, 16 by 18. We'll call that compartment as far as the storage in here. And then you have your hookups, power reel, which is nice. These 50 amp cords are miserable when it's cold. So always like the power reel. This is truly an American feature. We like things that are easy. And this definitely makes it easy. And of course, if you don't want to leave your door open, you can pop these, run the cord down through so you can shut your door so it's not raining in the compartment. 8 kW diesel generator, runs off the same tank. This is an all-electric coach. So when you get into your bigger size motorhomes, a lot of people are looking for all electric, which simply means you either got to be plugged into Sure Power, you can run your generator, which is nice, and you don't have to worry about propane. So you're going to have an induction cooktop once we go to the inside. Fuel fill. Water filtration. Outside shower. Need to rinse some things off. Nice little compartment. Another dump station. Once again, here we go. Look at this slide. This is where Newmar separates themselves. You don't have to worry about the bulb seals overlapping, getting old. All right, the only spot on the driver's side, so let's go 24 by 31. So that's really your only storage on the driver's side. Oasis, Chinook, hydronic heating. So diesel boiler, unlimited hot water, and that's going to be your heat source right there. Now this does have an optional heated floor. Ours is not option for that, so kind of wish it was, because I can talk about back pain and how you can hang out on the heated floor for therapy, but this one does not have that option. Batteries, starters, and then this is your DEF. It's kind of in this little compartment. It's locked, swivels. Once again, there's that tread up in. So this is a steep ascent. You definitely can come, which we'll show you once we get in the inside, where you can walk in. But this steep ascent is something that you're going to have to consider. I don't want to scare you off, but once you climb that or try to get out of it, you're going to notice that. So once again, this is the outside. It has the diamond shield. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but you can see this. Yeah, diamond shield. And basically that's to protect the paint over the road, the front, which takes all the abuse, and very, very nice rig. So this is for classy truckers, and you basically see the integrated molded cap in the front. Class C's, we all know they're notorious for leaking. This is one piece. There are no seams. One piece fiberglass fitted right on the body. This is, look at this. This is even a step further, because this whole cap, usually they'll have to silicone this. This whole piece is integrated. So actually, that's kind of a first that I've seen like this, because usually this piece is molded, and then they'll have a break right here, which they have to caulk. So it's nice that that's all brought in together. Gives it a nice feature. So we're going to head on the inside and check out the features on the inside. Let's go. Come on in. Come on into the 34, 44, and I'll let the pictures do the talking. Newmar's attention to detail, backlit, backlit. They do a great job for sure. So we'll just take a little overview. We'll sneak peek in the bathroom, and we'll start here in the back. Now as you come into the bedroom, you basically have this bed lift. So if you're about in your day, you want more room. Obviously you only have so much square footage in a motorhome. So the fact that you can put the bed up, so as you're going about your day, you're washing laundry, the bed's not impeding on you all the time. Now this is a little different, so they separated the washer and dryer. 2 spots, so it's technically stackable but not over one another. Good storage. Soft close. And of course, since Newmar was the father of the slide, they still use the original system in the bed. So, neat little tidbit of information. All right, now, pantry. I like this. They lock, so you actually have to push in and they come out. Nice little pantry storage all the way down. They lock the refrigerator, so basically it's got that little clip on the top. Washer dryer. A nice little fridge there. Lock it back. It's locked into place so your refrigerator door is not flying out. Now, you see these, this is to protect the floors as the rollers come in and out. You could hold on to these. It's nice to protect your floor. That's what those are if you're looking at it. As we go to the bathroom, once again, a motorhome, everything's yours. Your soap, your toiletries, your towels. Unlike a motel hotel, everything's yours. No bed bugs. So you can set it up the way you want. Good sized bathroom, shower, plenty of room. Even bigger individuals, plenty of room. Set my reach is about 7'4", so plenty of room up top. So if you're taller, plenty of room to stand up. You're not going to be ducking. Induction. Lots of storage in the kitchen. This is all electric coach once again. So I have to get those specialized pans for that. Single on the sink. Actually matches. And this is what Newmar does. It actually matches your countertop. So, little storage area. Theater seating. TV straight ahead. Not looking sideways. You know, when you retire, you don't want to develop neck problems. You want to relax in your retirement, and you don't want to be looking sideways. So, TV straight ahead. You know what? Kick up the feet. Storage all underneath. This flip drops down if you want to make it a bed. Now this is one of the, so you basically have this on a strut, which I like. You can walk in and out. Put it down, of course. Now you have a bed. Good sized bed. With a power shade, so you're in Yellowstone. Of course, it's raining outside. Want a nice view of the sky, the Milky Way. Or if it's really bright, you need to get some rest, put the power shade down. This cushion is to fill this booth in to make the bed. So we're going to leave this at half. Then if you want to walk in, just put this up. Now you have access to the cab. They've actually added this little integrated screen. Oh, you can have a lot of fun with this. I wish I could make an order here and tell my wife to make a sandwich, but that's not what this is for. But you have your lights, accent lights. You actually control the lights in the bathroom. Master, you can actually go to home, tanks, holding tanks. You can actually control almost everything from this little interface. Unfortunately, you can't tell your wife to make a sandwich off of it and place your order. but it's still a great little addition, so you don't have to get up. So you have multiple places where you can check on your systems. Now you come down. Once again, now we're getting into the cab. Basically like, if you're going to talk about the feel, basically like a U-Haul experience. As far as a bigger truck, once again, air seats, so up and down, one of my favorite features, up and down, up and down. It's a nice thing to have. But you can adjust that wherever you need to get this. Of course, backup camera. And basically we're going to take this thing for a drive and show you one of the more impressive turning radiuses. So let's take this machine for a ride. Let's go. Welcome back, Vacation Trucker. This is for the classy trucker right here. This is for a classy trucker. So this is all, you basically can switch it, put it on drive, neutral, reverse. We're hitting drive. Let's go somewhere fun. But I just want to give you an idea. It's comfortable, of course. You have all your adjustments, air ride, and hopefully the video can get a sense of this. This turn radius is absolutely incredible. Look at this. I'm just going to do a full circle so you can see. People are like, oh, I don't want to drive these big ones. Actually, I don't mind this. I mean, you literally can do a circle in the parking lot. And being 34 feet, 10 inches, this gives you a lot of mobility no matter where you're at. I don't have my decibel counter, but engine noise isn't bad. I would guess it to be probably 65, 70 decibels. I'm gonna get on a little bit. So you can tell, I mean, it's definitely got that truck feel, truck sound. I'm gonna get on a little bit again here so you can hear it. But cab noise isn't bad at all. Once again, this is a pretty tight area if you're in a 45-foot Class 8 diesel. But for a 34-footer, no problem whatsoever. No problem. Fantastic. So hopefully that helps. If you're looking at the Grand Star, come see us at RCD RV. We are a Newmar premier retailer, and we'll take good care of you. And this is a we'll come out and take you on a test drive, show you what it's all about. And once again, this is a very nice rig on this S2 chassis, 12,000 pound tow, 34 feet. That is a very convenient size. So hopefully this helps. I'd like to see you out here on the lot. Ask for Motor Mike. We'll take good care of you. Thanks.